Weirdly enough, I don't think I've ever seen a version of Sans that gets swapped with Alphys. Yes, because Highway with A.
No, actually, if they made Sans and Undyne, all you gotta do is swap that universe. Though, honestly, I think they have. I don't remember.
No, I've seen Undyne swap with Sans. Just never Alphys.
That means you just gotta do a swap of that universe. Since Alphys would be Papyrus. Wait, does that mean they're siblings? Alphys and Undyne, or...
Yeah.
What does that mean? What would that AU even be like?
Alphys could become Sans if she wanted.
She probably could.
The lab and probably his DNA is easily available. Joke.
Yeah, I don't know about his DNA. Unless he was made in a lab.
The canon Alphys fight.
True. We might get that in Deltarune. You never know. Also, Alphys is too chicken to fight. That's why people have to make fan games of her, like, not being chicken. And even then, she is still pretty chicken.
Fight that goes on against Susie and Alphys, Teacher Burr. At Manistrad TV, where the hell would you get DNA from a skeleton? If you tried to take a bone, he would die cause he's got 1 defense and 1 HP.
You take it from one of his attacks, bro.
At Lokiglib4, you just would.
I have a feeling I know what you want to say, and I don't think you should.
There's no canon proof in Undertale that magic contains the DNA of the user.
That's fair.
So objection. Objection.
Objection, I'm gonna turn sand into bone soup.
Take that. Hold it. Y'all are genuinely going loony.
Striker, weren't you going loony a couple days ago? We're also included in last week when I was playing the exact same fan game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you talking, bro. I want to hear you talking about going loony.
I non-sarcastically have genuinely no recollection of this.
Well, I almost died. I jumped when I shouldn't
At
have.
Striker ATC STFU and watch this theory, Sans blasters are called Gaster blasters, which could suggest they contain Gaster DNA, and if Sans has them, possibly his too.
Or Gaster made them. And they're actually not made of from magic, they're made just as devices. Hidden above the quarter. Just waiting to be used. I mean, they randomly, like, fly out of nowhere. And then blast into nowhere.
At Lokiglib for objection. Sans blasters aren't canonically named Gaster blasters, and nor is Gaster canon. How would you get DNA from something that doesn't exist?
Actually, I think they are canonically named Gaster blasters. If you go searching in the game code, I'm pretty sure their actual like name is Gaster blaster. Or if not, then one of the
objection. They are canonly
Oh, hey,
Gaster
look.
blasters. In the files they are called Gaster_blaster.
I mean, look at that. I'm not the only one who knows that. That was lucky. I was not meaning to attack there. Well, phase 2. I'm ready to get my ass handed to me for like the 10th time
the character
today.
Gaster is entirely fanon. I spelled that wrong. Damn it.
Yeah, Gaster is entirely fanon. Gaster might not be.
At Lokiglip4 objection. Even though this is true, there is still no evidence that Mystery Man is Gaster. And before you reference the tarot cards, all merch is not canon. You know what I meant.
Well, actually maybe. New thing. Santa's slippers are not pink. In game they are actually shown as white, and as entirely fanon on making them pink that even Toby went along with it, and within the merch.
Yes, that is completely fanon.
I don't like the next couple of attacks coming up. I mean, I probably could have like skipped heal here, just in case if I got hit like that. Wow, that hurts like hell. Fuck me. Well, I'm dead. Rip.
While not being canon that he's Mystery Man, I did not mention the Mystery Man. I just meant known Gaster himself, which is a canon character even if the sprite isn't decided on.
Plus, there's 2 Mystery Man. There's 2 Mystery Men. Which one is Gaster? There's the one in the gray door, but there's also the one in the grass. In the hidden room.
It could be neither.
It could be neither, too. All we know is that his name starts with a G, and that the name of the blaster, it's called Gaster Blaster. Doesn't mean Gaster is involved in it. Could just be the name of it. Like how turkey is called, like how steak is called steak instead of being called cow.
Do say his name is Gaster.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right. And the Gaster followers are called Gaster followers. In the files, most likely. Well, okay, if that means Gaster exists, it could be either one of those mystery men, or neither of them. People just electedly decided to name that little blobby guy Gaster. But is Gaster brothers to the two? Is he a dad figure? A son figure? Not related at all.
Although
a creator.
To the fun value characters, this still doesn't mean that the blasters would include his DNA. Instead, it could just be a blaster that Sans found in the True Lab, Gaster's old workplace, since there is proof that Sans worked there. Take that.
Also, is it just me or did anyone else notice in normal Undertale, after you kill Sand, your karmic retribution's gone? I'm pretty sure. So it wasn't just a level of being a really high level giving you it, it's actually Sand that's giving you it. I might be wrong though.
Slightly more feasible, but still a crack post.
Though I mean, even if they're made from Gaster, he could have still put some of his magic in them. Meaning it's not Santa's DNA in it, it's Gaster's. Though, it could use some of Santa's magic to actually shoot what comes out of it. Unless it's just filled with like some of Gaster's magic.
Why do we continue to mention DNA?
Because I think something about Alphys.
At Striker ATC, anything relating to Gaster is a crack post. I don't know because Lokigler4 did. Well, I did first.
I mean, maybe if you go to like if you go to like Ness or Steven, maybe you could get one of the maybe you could get their DNA and it'll match with Sans's.
Despite being the previous royal scientist in canon, it's not canon that he was in the true lab. Despite being possible the entry could have been moved there and it's out of order, so questionable, and it's not canon that Sans worked there anywhere. It's only suggested that Sans is smart / knows science and somehow.
Minstrid said Alphys could become Sans if she wanted. The lab and probably his DNA is easily available. Which got us in a whole DNA talk.
Yeah, but it's also not canon. Sans even knows the true lab exists.
He might not know about the amalgamates. He knows about the lab, because he's worked in the lab before. And, I mean, if you've looked around the lab, there's not much there you could work with. Even if you were to say Alphys made some renovations, there's a lot more area in the true lab than the normal lab. And I don't see a reason why Sans would just kind of randomly quit.
They're just possible.
Fair.
It's watching as science, Sans fucking disintegrates.
Hate this stupid Papyrus, bro. Couldn't you have just kept it at one Gaster Blaster? Why does it need two?
I will take this argument to my fucking grave. I am awaiting the next objection. At Lokigler4 objection. If Gaster had no lab, and was trapped in the small confines of the already existing lab, then how would he make the core? Also, there is evidence that Sans worked there. There are entries that are clearly written by Sans.
Oh yeah, and true.
How could Alphys make the entire lab herself, if Gaster didn't make it already or Sans didn't help her?
There are lab entries in lowercase. Meaning there would have had to been something there.
At Manistra TTV, okay, before I write an objection, what entries are from Sans?
All of them that are in lowercase. Alphys writes in a very descriptive tone, explaining what's happening with her side of stuff. Sans's are all not too descriptive, not too I'm gonna say MLA format. I don't know what format it would be, but none of them are in capitals, which is the exact way he talks, and no one else talks like that. He talks exactly how he types. Also, I need to heal here.
It's all lowercase and it's not as descriptive of Alphys.
Yeah. Like, just looks like someone else written it. And I highly doubt Alphys would just go lowercase for some of them, then go back to uppercase for others.
Entry number 9, things aren't going well. None of the bodies have turned into dust, so I can't get the souls. I told the families that I would give them the dust back for the funerals. People are starting to ask me what's happening. What do I do? Entry number 10, entry number 11. Entry 12 and 14. 13 asterisk. Sans writes in lowercase cause he's too lazy to hit the shift key. Entry 17.
That's probably Valid. Though why is he talking lowercase then? Is he just whispering?
Entry 18. There's tons of entries written by Sans. Entry 19 and 21. Boom.
God, thank you. Thought this guy wouldn't fucking
Hello there, fellow
hire
Undertale
out.
fan.
Hello. How's it going? Oh.
At Manistrad TTV
I just
section.
no, I just reloaded it.
There are entries in lowercase that are clearly from Alphys. Also, he most likely wouldn't create the core
How'd
in the
I
lab.
do
He would
that?
create in the area he was building it, and making the parts for the core in the lab wouldn't be that hard. I don't think the space matters that much. Plus, we have to remember that none of Alphys stuff would have been there before Alphys moved in. Just call me Afro if you don't know how to say my name.
Okay. No way, just reload it right at the next page. I mean, maybe.
That Underswap Papyrus with black eyes is Sue Kurz.
What do you mean? I think Papyrus has like normal. Oh, wait, yeah, he does. He has normally black eyes, not white. What Underswap Papyrus are you thinking of? Let me look real quickly here. Are you looking at an Underswap Papyrus with Santa's eyes? Yeah, all of them have black eyes. Huh? Just think of this part as just like, there's the line
At
here,
the
there's a
Afro
line
over
here, maybe.
69, I think he's talking about one of the sprites from the battle you're playing. No,
Oh.
I mean, at the first attack he had no pupils, it was hers.
Oh. Did he? I need to pay more attention to that.
Yet his eyes got bigger sockets, it was weird. Yet it was like if someone put Sans face in Papyrus face.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds pretty cursed. Oh, rip. There goes any no hit. Oh.
I'm almost 100% sure Manastrid is writing a response to me and LOL.
Either that or he left. Or he's looking at more information about Alphys's lab to counter you with.
At low Kigler for objection. Although
Yep.
it is true that none of Alfie's stuff was there before she moved in, we have to remember what she used the lab for. The only reasons the lab was used was for creating amalgs, MTT, and the Mew thing. For such a big lab, why would she only do a few things with it? And, by the smog, look, and feel of the true lab, it seems very old. So
it's tryharding them, actually.
Guard, then why is it so old? Sorry, gonna go get my lunch out of micro BRB. Bro is tryharding the ERM, actually nerdface backhand index pointing up. At the Afromer 69 we both are. I'm about to write my objection. Okay, back.
Oh, welcome back.
You guys can just call me Mana if it's easier.
Oh. Okay, that's annoying. Damn. How do you... When they increase in speed, how the fuck do you dodge that?
Also, why the fuck does Swap Papyrus have a floating cigarette? Like, wouldn't the design make more sense if it was in his mouth? No.
No, I wouldn't. You gotta be smoking it, but he doesn't have lips, so he has to be, having it hover. It's not like it doesn't follow him.
At the Afromer 69,
It's not like you just
I don't know, and I'm
hovering
not
it there.
to write an objection ABT that.
It's probably a good thing. You don't want two objections going on at once.
Yes, true.
It's like having two court cases going at the same time. Just not a good idea.
I want Deltarune Chapter 3 so bad, bro.
I think you either gotta wait till October or sometime next year.
Do two at the same time.
Oh shit.
At Manistra TTV.
Oh my god, that's such a long
well, yes,
objection.
no, the lab, despite being used for those things, most likely were only used for that after Alphys became royal scientist. Although I agree with the MTT thing, since robots aren't really a thing specific to Alphys, but Mad Mew Mew most likely wasn't created by Alphys and is just a doll of Mew Mew that Alphys owns and Mad Dummy Posse's, and she most likely didn't do only a few things. We just didn't see that, since we most likely fall after she's been a scientist for a WHI. At the Afromer 69, play the game Jolt 1.
What goofy ass noise? What?
Goofy AHH noise. The blue.
The blue? Oh, W.
W. Also, I just realized who is right and who is Edgeworth.
Why did I run
I
into
think
it?
I'm Edgeworth since man had talked first. At LowKigler4 objection. I never said that Alpies created Mad Mew Mew. Instead, I was referring to the plant machine that she has upstairs next to her Mew Mew picture. And, although we didn't see her do a lot of the things, that still doesn't justify why the lab is so old.
Didn't Alpha say something about the Mew Mew thing either before or after the battle with Mad Mew Mew in the Switch? Or if not, then in the Mad Mew Mew fight, Mad Mew Mew said something. Yeah, Serapis did make it. So I'm pretty sure they talked about who made it. Either before, during, or after the fight. And I'm fucked. Please be last attack.
No.
Fuck.
/nutta.
Really? Alright. Clearly I need to play a Switch version then.
Who wins? A no-hit Elden Ring player, a no-hit Touhou player, or a no-hit Undertale fan game played?
Okay, it depends. What Undertale fan game? If you're talking about most to all of them, then Undertale fan game easily.
When you ask ABT the doll on her desk MV.
If you talk about some easy fan game, then no. If you talk about this one, no. I'm just bad. Touhou maybe. Trying to think of a certain game. Hollow Knight. Isn't Hollow Knight like a piece of garbage to one-shot? Or to like no-hit? Because of all the parkour and like how long the game is and all the fights in it. If so, I feel like Hollow Knight wins. If you're gonna put another one on there, put Hollow Knight.
Hard to one hit.
Exactly.
RFGJ, KRSGFDS.
Either Hollow Knight or Undertale. I don't know enough about Touhou to be able to make a fair assumption on that, and same thing with Elden Ring. But from what I know about Undertale fan games, they are
Mana is crashing out.
a piece of garbage, bro. They're a pain.
It's a bullet heck. Yeah.
Oh hey. You'll turn. I doubt that.
At Manistra TTV objection.
Oh.
First, it isn't a plant machine, it's a machine that turns seaweed into ice cream, and the machine has nothing to do with Mew Mew, just next to a poster. And you said Mew Mew thing. Also, the lab possibly isn't that old and is just used a lot and stained and used. Athoff, you do bring up a good point with that last part. I only know certain details about Touhou. Bro, I have seen Touhou gameplay that ain't easy. Oh, phase 2.
The thing you would have saw if I didn't press
Oh,
whatever
there's a checkpoint.
setup button. There isn't.
Touhou isn't
There
easy,
isn't.
bro, it's the definiton of
I would have been
bullet.
done with this if there was a checkpoint. Fuck. Oh, there goes all my HP. I do have a good amount of items, though.
How isn't bullet hell, it's bullet purgatory. At low Kigler 4 objection. If it's not that old, then why is there stains and obvious dust particles that fly around in the room? And, on top of that, why are there stains in rooms like the starting room or the bedroom, and rooms that have no reason to have stains?
Fuck. Lot quicker than sands.
And on top of this, the dust only goes away whenever you turn on the fans, meaning that the fans haven't been on for a very
Still not as hard as Distress 2 though.
So much dust to clutter the air. You ain't gonna even read the text?
I've seen most of this
Let's go
text
now.
with some of this. It's not just too ridiculous. Just the type of person who won't ever be happy. Oh wait, I've read that one. Oh yeah, Orange Soul. Forgot about that. I think I'm on this text then. Fucking chill, bro! So, I tried showing you we weren't out to get ya. So I, tried making you feel welcome, you know?
At Manistra TTV objection. They were sick, dying, and lab patients, and who knows what is on that bed. It most likely is bodily fluids or water spills. Al tough. Once again you make a good point with the dust. Yeah, this is such a warm welcome.
Need a breath, bro. Amount of items. And he's bullying me. But now I know. Now I know you just want to kill all of us for fun. Then, like we're just your toys. Fuck. Well, I can't with this. You don't get enough items. And he just bullies the fuck out of you in second phase. Jesus fuck. God, this man hates me.
At low Kigler
Honestly,
4,
some
I
people
didn't even say anything about it.
Honestly, some people could have just some people could just died in the lab too. That could have been a explanation for dust. Some previous DT experiments. Maybe when they're extracting DT from. Oh,
The Afroimer 69
wait.
thought you were talking about the huge debate walls of text XD. Sorry. Oh god, there ain't a checkpoint.
Yep, no checkpoint. Where was the thing about the lab? Where the entries? Entry number 9. Things aren't going well. None of the bodies have turned. Oh, they haven't turned to dust. Gotcha. Never mind. I thought that said they did turn to dust. Like if they were trying to take the DT from them or something. And I was gonna be like, oh, that could explain the dust.
Who is Wallahi?
I was thinking you meant Waluigi. I don't know who Wallahi is.
The Afroimer 69.
Oh,
Just
thank you for the
started
follow.
following. Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
What are we, went away? Oh, wait, what?
Follower goal met. Nah man, I got worse brain rot than I thought, skull. Feel like I got a follow for having a debate in your chat.
Oh, you follow too? If you want to follow, you can. I won't say no.
Loki, do you admit defeat?
Oh, you did? Wait, why didn't say you followed then? Hey, 250. Just no one tell Fran. It's supposed to be a 16-hour stream and I don't want to play Valorant for the whole thing.
You just have a point
or
with
for
the
like
dust. I still argue with the
most
rest.
of it. Since I've played it before.
I'd be willing to draw if you want though. Meet 50-50 is.
Oh shit. Are you two running out of information to go against each other with? Oh shit. That's bad. Oh. Just some of these attacks, man. I gotta save items, so I don't want to use them. And whatever CB is just a piece of garbage.
At Low Kigler for what was the rest? We proved that the lab was owned by Gasker before. I proved what the lab was used for, and I cleared the blaster stuff. What else is there? I forget things very easily. I'll consider it. At Manistra TTV all of the sand stuff.
Hold on, this went from DNA to Alphys's lab. Where'd the whole Sans is DNA thing go? Like, where did that go? You guys run out of information for that?
About him working there? Because there is also proof. The DNA is unimportant.
Ah. Here's where it started, but it's unimportant.
Yes.
Gotcha. Also, I like how you guys keep using objection and not take that for any of the other dialogue they use in that game. In Ace Attorney, I think it's called. Oh god, okay, I love it. I love everything. Love them slippery platforms. That aren't even supposed to be the slippery ones.
Once.
Oh, you did? Oh, I kept hearing objection, so I just kind of forgot. Oh wait, I didn't heal. Well, let's hope I don't get trapped or anything.
But it was at the end of mine. At Manistra TTV no, like I mentioned before, there is lowercase
oh,
that
gotcha.
are clearly from Alphys, and the ones you bring up don't really suggest Sans was there, just Alphys being worried or in different emotions.
Some of those I feel like would be Alphys. I don't feel like Sans would just write, oh my god, what do I do? That sounds like an Alphys thing to say. Some of the other ones in lowercase sound a lot more like Sans. True.
And the one you bring up is very clearly from Alphys. At Low Kigler 4, but like how is it clearly from Alphys?
The tone.
Yes, some are definitely from Alphys, there are others that are obviously written by Sans, though. No, I brought up all of the lowercase ones.
Yeah, but the first lowercase
like
one you brought up
is very clear.
is like it sounds a lot like Alphys, even if it's in all lowercase. Besides the souls part of it. Which could also prove to be that is Alphys. Just not speaking like she usually would.
Wait, say the entry numbers again.
I think he said maybe 8, 9, 10, 11,
Despite knowing
12,
I want to read the
19,
rest
and
quick.
20, I think.
Although an entry like entry number 21 is definitely written by Alphys, talking about the trash dump. Okay. Entry number 12, nothing is happening. I don't know what to do. I'll just keep injecting everything with determination. I want this to work. Entry number 11, now that Metaton's made it big, he never talks to me anymore.
Yeah,
Except
that's
to
definitely
I'm going
Alphys.
to finish his body. But I'm afraid if I finish his body, he won't need me anymore, then we'll never be friends ever again. Not to mention, every time I try to work on it, I just get really sweaty. Entry number 10, experiments on the vessel.
12
are
also
failure.
kind of sounds like
It
Alphys.
doesn't seem to be any different from the control cases. Whatever. They're a hassle to work with anyway. The seeds just stick to you, and won't let go.
10, baby.
Entry number 9, things aren't going well.
9 is definitely
None of the bodies
Alphys.
have turned into dust, so I can't get the souls. I told the families that I would give them the dust back for the funerals. People are starting to ask me what's happening. What do I do? Seems to be turned off.
Yeah, I feel like
Create screen entry number 8.
I feel like that's
Story power,
Alphys.
I've chosen a candidate.
the whole flowy area is
I haven't told Ascari
Alphys.
yet, because I want to surprise him with it. In the center of his garden, there's something special. The first golden flower, that grew before all the others. The flower from the outside world. It appeared just before the queen left. I wonder, what happens when something without a soul gains the
17,
will to live?
17, 18,
number
and
13, one
19
of the
are
bodies
definitely
opened its
Alphys.
It seems to be turned off. Unused.
Or, yeah, 17, 13,
Entry
19.
number 17, deleted
8,
monsters physical
seven-
forms can't handle determination like humans can.
Everything about
With too
Flowey
much
is definitely
determination,
Alphys
our
related.
bodies begin to break down. Everyone
Since
bonded together.
Alphys actually responds
Entry number 18,
as
after restoring how
a
the
tiny
flowers go.
flower?
Entry
Meaning
number
she
19,
knows about
families
Flowey?
keep calling me
And
to
Sans
ask
knows
when
about
everyone is
Flowey,
coming
maybe
home.
due to some of the lab
What am I
experiments,
supposed to say?
but more about
Don't
the
even
resets.
answer the phone anymore.
Since Sans
Although
talks
isn't it
about how
suspicious that
annoying
only
Sans
families
is and how
from
much of a
Snowden
cheater
were
he is.
tested on? Entry number 21, I spent
In
all my
neutral
time
run,
at the garbage dump
if you do
down
that
in
enough, he'll start talking to you about
Entry
stuff,
number 20,
and how
five
much of a
messages
cheater
today.
Sans is.
4 about everyone being angry, 1 about this cute teacup he found that looks like me, thanks Ascari. Sans knows more about determination.
The teacup thing could actually be Sans, if that's written in all lowercase.
But there is proof that there were 2 people.
Well, I'm not saying Sans didn't work with him, with Alphys, but
Entry number 17, unused darker yet darker, the darkness
That's fair.
is growing, the shadows cutting deeper, photon readings negative. This next experiment seems very interesting. What do you two think backslash?
I just think not all of the lowercase ones are directly related to Sans with how they're written. Some of them seem like they could be. Like the one about the mug kind of seems like it was written by Sans, since it would be a lot easier to find a Sans or a skeleton mug than like an Alphys looking mug. Plus, I don't think you ever see either of them with a mug, do you? I mean, you don't really see any of
Ascari one
Santa's
is
stuff.
probably Sans. The thanks Ascari is something Sans would write.
Yeah. All the time in the dump now, that's definitely Alphys. But where do you think Alphys met Undyne? In the dump. Either Undyne was doing patrol there or looking through some of the stuff there.
Did I say entry 9?
You did say entry 9, I think, yes. Are you sure there's that many in lowercase though? I feel like there are a lot less in lowercase when I was actually looking at them in game. I don't know. I might be remembering incorrectly.
All of those are clearly from Alphys. In my point of view, number 12 is a follow-up to one of the previous one. Number 11 is about Metaton, and only Alphys built Metaton and knows him personally. All the ones about Floey is from Alphys, since Alphys clearly did the flower experiments based on a tiny flower from True Pacifist before Asriel. Number 9 I already covered. Number 8 is about Floey, and I covered that. Number 13 is a bit better than the rest, but still, I need to write 2 messages.
Oh, I need to write 2 messages, that's and it's too long, gotcha. Okay. I like when it goes bottom, middle, top, because that actually gives me time to react. And if I get hit, that's on me.
Yes, but entry 17 proves that there were 2 people, so who else that's as smart as someone like Sans could it be?
Well, it could also be talking to Sans and Papyrus. It never replies that it's talking to the lab people. What do you 2 think? Could be any 2 people. Alphys and Asgore, Alphys and Sans, Sans and Papyrus, Sans and Flowey. Because they're the only 2 who know about resets and stuff. You never know who the 2 people are. Just because it's talking about the next experiment doesn't mean they're talking to scientists. It's a random Discord notification.
I mean, yes, true, but then that would imply that Sans and Papyrus at least knew about the lab, since it was an entry that was in the lab.
True. I don't? That was from nowhere? That seems unlikely. Oh, I didn't heal.
Pat made a whole theory about this and brings up some great points.
True. I did watch that. What do you think I got? The 2 people can mean any one thing. Well, the main evidence for that. I think I'm dead to the blasters here, aren't I? Nope. I'm too good at small circles. Ooh, that doesn't kill you. Thank you. I was really scared it would.
Did my message show up?
It did not, no.
It didn't.
It didn't get blocked.
Okay, let me repaste.
What is that, bro? What is that?
It ain't showing.
What is that attack? Bro, he puts Caster Blaster in like the weirdest fucking spots. The gap that you actually have to dodge it from is so shit. It's not getting blocked. I could tell you that much. Is it too long?
But wait. I have more. There's proof that Sans has at least visited the lab. Because the dog food. If you call PAPY in the lab.
Oh yeah! He talks about the dog
Says
food.
The dog food was in Sans' room for a while. At Manistra TTVVTW, just want to say that I do agree with you. I am just bringing up very important counter arguments that need to be considered in canon. At Lokiglip40 OK.
Also, just because Sans was working in lab doesn't mean Sans was a part of all the amalgamate experiments or anything like that. All those lab entries could, or most of them, could be from Alphys.
Lokiglip4, you should watch Game Theory, the many sides of WD Gaster exposed. Undertale, on YT, don't leave the stream. I think we call a draw though since my message ain't showing. Most amalgs are from Alphys, yes. The
Because
creation.
I see Sans being there before or maybe after the amalgamates. Or even if he knows about them, he wasn't really a part of that experiment. I think he was more trying to figure out some way to get Gaster back, or make whatever that machine is that he's working on actually work. Because the only thing he kept from it, I'm pretty sure, is the lab behind his house.
Since he has his blasters.
True. That means he could have been working before.
And we don't know how old Sans is.
Ooh, wait. Or the...
At Manistra TTV, I did watch it. It's a great VID with amazing and valid.
I just thought of something.
But like I said, I'm just pointing out important counters.
I just thought of something. Where was Gaster placed in the whole amalgamate area? Did he disappear before, during, or after? Because he has entry number 17.
At Lokiglip40 OK.
He has entry number 17, which is sometime after the amalgamates, but before Flowey.
Sans is most likely around 20 to 30 years old. He is at least older than Papyrus, so most likely around 25 to 30.
So, what I'm guessing
Gaster
is...
most likely disappeared before, since he fell into his core before Alphys.
But here's the thing. Why does he have entry number 17? Well, entry number 17 is the only entry missing from all the entries you see in the True Lab. Meaning, it's probably referring to Alphys and Sans. As in, what do you two think? But... it was some sort of experiment either during or after the amalgamates. Since all the other ones after it talk about Flowey. Or most of them talk about Flowey after.
Respond to me if you want. I kinda wanna draw my hands. FR getting tired from typing.
Okay. There's gotta be something there.
True, but why does River Person still mention Gaster? His spirit or SMTH could still linger. Draw as in call it, even not like drawings.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, he'll consider. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, lovely. I jumped without looking.
But I don't know.
I don't know either. Because you would have thought Gaster's would have been entry number 1 if it was before.
If he's YK dead.
True. Yet all the Gaster, he could be a hidden Gaster follower, just
Yeah,
named
true.
River Person. It's just he's the only Gaster follower that actually, like, shows himself. But you don't actually see him because he's under the cloak.
Entry number 1, this is it. Time to do what the king has asked me to do. I will create the power to free us all. I will unleash the power of the Sioux. True.
If it was entry number 1, then it would make sense that Gaster was there before. But what I'm thinking is because he got scattered between time and space and forgotten by everyone. There was either a point where there was no royal scientist, which then Alphys became it, or the timeline kind of got jumbled, and all the entries stayed the same, and Gaster's influence stayed the same, but because everyone forgot about him, in that universe, it was just deemed that Alphys was the royal scientist. And Sans was just maybe close enough to the experiment to still know about Gaster.
That's a very smart look on it.
Oh, didn't have enough time. Was jumping too much. I'm just thinking. What other Undertale stuff could be related to that? Is there any hidden entry number 17 that's just not located in the lab?
Gaster or something, because they're skeletons, so they probably couldn't die of age. This kinda unrelated, but I did see a great theory about the man who speaks in hands not being Gaster, but I can't find it or remember it. I think it had something to do with the beware the man who comes from the other world line, as that doesn't fit with Gaster.
The door could lead to another world though. I mean,
yeah, but the Gaster followers say WD Gaster.
Think about this. There's just a completely random chance while you're playing through the game that a hallway that no one knows about shows up between the room of the mouse and Sans' telescope, I'm pretty sure. Either a door can be there or a door could not be there. It's just a rare chance for the hallway. And if you go into the door, you're led into this random room that just doesn't look anything like Waterfall. And then you can't, it's a small room, you can't really interact with anything else in the room. And right as you interact with Gaster, he disappears. Meaning, that could be another world. That could be an area where he's just able to observe everything and everyone, and we just can't see that. Because he's just too enveloped and staring at that he doesn't even notice you came in. Or you could just be somewhere in that darkness that people just call a void. You never know.
If that isn't another world, it's still like in this universe. Another world is most likely talking about other worlds like universes and stuff.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure do exist in canon Undertale because of Sans. Don't tell the other Sans about this line.
Okay, that's maybe. I do want to bring up a valid point that different worlds could still live in the same universe. Minecraft. We got the End and the Nether. Those are different dimensions, different, like, little worlds in the same universe. I mean, sure, they're called dimensions, but, like, I don't know, they got their own little worlds to them. Plus, it depends on where you look at the world.
So honestly, the fun values still support this theory. There's the pizza fun, the Sans fun, the Gaster followers fun, and the wrong number song. Besides the wrong number song, all of the fun values are related to Gaster in some way. I guess that's possible, but that's like video game language, you know, not like real worlds in Undertale. That's timelines, but tots different.
But like, worlds could still mean dimensions, areas, like places that aren't or don't look like they're supposed to be there. A door to another world, if you will. Like, it doesn't look like it would be an Undertale. With how just dark the room is, how devoid of everything is there. All that is there is Gaster. Like, you gotta think that River Person is still talking about that guy. Still talking about Gaster. Whenever he refers to the man from the other world.
No,
or the man who speaks
he says not
Nans.
to tell the other Sense ES because he's talking
Yeah.
about the other timelines, like the other Sense ES when you reset. Like, he's saying don't tell the Sense in the timeline that you did pacifist that I did this.
Yeah, I know. I'm not talking about that one though. I'm talking about the man from the other world. I get the sense that and that definitely implies that he's talking about, like, other universes.
Yes, I know, I was just responding to Loki.
Oh, gotcha.
At Manistrict TTVBTW about that, although most are in some way, there are a few ones that stick out, such as the Wrong Number song, which is only confirmed to start with G. It could be Jerson or Grillby, and the Nightmare replacing IC, which although IC is weird in Delta,
Okay, no.
isn't connected to anything in
No,
Undertale.
it plays the song. Oh wait, no, never. Oh wait, no, the Wrong Number song is what you're talking about.
No, that's the sound test.
Yeah. That's a good point. I feel like there's something to respond to that with.
I don't know, man, but all of the fun are related to Gaster in some way.
You know, why would they
Good
just
morning.
randomly stop?
And yes,
Why would they just...
even the sound test has his theme. It is Mon Ring.
It's 1:30, Fran.
You cannot tell me otherwise.